Welcome everybody to CCS Season 8. The Horizon League Tournament Final is underway now here. Game 1 started, and shortly I'm joined back with Fox, Milwaukee, the Panthers from Wisconsin, taking on Robert Morris, the Colonials out of Pennsylvania, as RMU and the Robert Morris Colonials and Milwaukee Panthers playing for yet another Horizon League title. Both teams playing for a spot at the CCS Championships.
Welcome on in, this time for real. Nation kind of with the false start there. That's okay, we'll take the 5 yards. We'll get back to it as we have got Milwaukee rocking the yellow and Robert Morris, of course, in the red on your screen. Welcome into the conference championship. If you missed the first series of the night, you missed a good one, as it was Drexel taking down Northeastern in 7, a classic that went to Game 7 overtime, our first Game 7. Now we'll have to see, Nation, if do we get treated to another Game 7, or is one team ready to take care of business? That one, a slow roller in front of net that nobody seemed to want to touch. Does escape Robert Morris's net front, at least for now. But as for Milwaukee, they do look to be setting up a little bit of offense here and trying to get things settled in the opening minute of Game 1.
Milwaukee trying to go back to their third CCS championships ever. Robert Morris looking for their second consecutive CCS championship berth here, and now the Panthers again coming in as favorites. These two split the season series 1-1. Now Robert Morris and Milwaukee going head to head for a third time this season with everything on the line.
Oh, a chance here. That shot from Mamba's too high. Rebound, Lomac has to play it away. A lot on the follow-up there. It does get played back for Page here. Not a lot of time after he put the ball a little bit out of his reach. Mamba to clear, right to Page. Beautiful redirect. It's 1-0 just like that. What a passing play and a great strike as well. Page was on the same page as his teammate there. Great shot, 1-0.
1-0 for Milwaukee here. Now the Panthers with 1:27 off the clock, leading 1-0 over Robert Morris. Womack, GJM, and Shishoka, the substitute here for Sheep here tonight here for the Colonials.
Substitute or not, they came to play, they came to win. We'll see what Robert Morris can do. They do find themselves on the wrong end of a 1-0 deficit here. GJM with some hard work sets up Shisoka, and into the net he goes, and what a strike there. As it's the hard work here, GJM, that 50, just a big man's 50. That is a big boy 50. And Shisoka says, thank you so much. 1-1, we are even just like that.
1-1, 3:14 to go. Milwaukee and Robert Morris all equal up at 1 again here. Now Game 1. We'll see if we get another similar series to the Drexel Northeastern game. I don't think we will, but we could go to Game 7. But I feel as the night goes on, these series are going to become more and more lopsided.
Well, that was an evil laugh, and that's an evil finish as GJM goes right by the two defenders in net. With a little deflection, it's Lomac off the back wall. Nice little touch there. A follow-up double tap that turns into a pass, drops it right down to GJM, and he spots the opening. Gets by the defense. It doesn't matter how fast, it just matters where you put it, and in that case, shot was slow but perfect, and it goes by the defense into the net. We bid farewell to Shisoka as he gets demoed there. It's kind of a tongue twister, Shisoka. You kind of want to say Shishoka, but unfortunately, for casters, we just have to deal a grin and bear it as Mamba very nearly found an opening. That sidewall against that post was wide open, and now Shisoka there. Talk about him twisting tongues. He's twisting defenders around as well. Nice little flick up and over. 3-1 here. Robert Morris starting to pour it on.
As Shisoka finds a third. 2:34 to go. Now the Colonials on a 3-0 run here to close out Game 1 halfway through regulation. And the Panthers in a deep hole down by 2. Make that 3.
Nice catch there. I'll make it 3 indeed, as GJM will be able to walk his way through. No boost here. He's just given an open lane by the miss there by the defender. Unfortunately, with no boost there, he was kind of a non-threat. But once the defender takes himself out of that equation, it's just one-sided, and GJM will put that ball into the net, no problem. Demo play on the kickoff, uses his teammate as a buffer there. Right now, Robert Morris doing a phenomenal job. That pitch is going to send them back to their back wall. As Milwaukee trying to chase this ball down, it's going to be cleared upfield, and there's just no real upfield presence here for Milwaukee as Robert Morris able to come their way all the way back. It's the Colonials stomping and marching their way right on through into the Panther territory and getting themselves another goal. All three Milwaukee players too close and not in the right spot.
2:08 to go. It's a 5-0 Robert Morris run. Here to close out the third minute of game one. Now the Panthers in a very deep and troubling hole here. Fox. This Mama fires no good. And the Colonials lead by 4.
Yep, they are being given a lot of time and space here. We've seen a 5-0 run here for them. After Northeastern struck with that beautiful passing play from Page. He's going to try something yet again. Not quite. As it gets taken here by Mamba, forces Lomac up to the sky. He's got this one. Page does get bumped there, but it actually put him into a decent position. Just not good enough as Robert Morris playing some good solid defense. A nice upfield demo on Blaudat. Look out, here comes GJM. Puts the ball up over 1. 2 men go, but neither can get the ball. For Milwaukee, they're having to get a save on the goal line there from Page. Good shot and stop there. Right now, Robert Morris, it is all systems go. It started off a little slow, but since then they have been firing on every cylinder, and the Colonials are looking to make their statement here in game one, put Milwaukee on the watch moving forward.
The 6 is good. Shisoka has a hat trick. 1:02 to go. And the Colonials now with a 6-0 run, Fox. 6-1 with 1:02 left to play.
You know what the storyline turns into now, Nation. One more goal could send us somewhere, but can't speak it into existence. That doesn't happen. Right now, it is looking cloudy in Milwaukee as the Panthers are looking for some type of answer here for Robert Morris's run in the second half of this game. Lomac is actually not moving. I'm wondering if he maybe DC'd there. He is just sitting in net, unless that is just an intimidation status factor for him. Gonna get some help from Shisoka and GJM to clear the ball. But Lomac's still dead in the water here. That might be a DC for him. Shisoka gets demoed, and with 1 man on the field, fortunately for Milwaukee, they are still getting dunked by GGM. Here comes Shisoka up to the heavens, and it's a 2-man run here for Robert Morris. Both of them making life difficult on the Panthers. There goes Lomac. He did indeed drop out due to connection. Thankfully for Robert Morris, they're up 6-1, so no harm, no foul for them. They're going to win game number 1.
And to go, the clock's going to tick down. 1 more for the row potentially here. There's the clear. And RMU will wipe down game 1 with a 6-0 run and go on to game 2 with a 1-0 series lead after 5 minutes of a complete shutdown and rout of Milwaukee.
Excellent job there by Robert Morris. The 2 men that were left. Lomac's PC just completely shut off. That is the word from Shisoka. So we will hopefully get his PC back and running. And I mean, for Robert Morris, that was literally almost as perfect of a game as you could have gone. Obviously, the first goal against was a flashy one, but since then, a 6-0 run for them. And it was definitely a statement type game here for Robert Morris. They didn't give Milwaukee any running room there, Nation, and they really kind of controlled the second half of that game.
Absolutely agree. I mean, I think, we got scored on early, but, a 6-0 run, it's a lot of effort offensively. I mean, I think they're kind of in the driver's seat. I thought Milwaukee would have control of this, but Robert Morris clearly have come out swinging in game 1. We'll see if game 2 Milwaukee can give us a good response.
See if Robert Morris can give us 3 players as we await on good old Lomac to get on back. Lomac is back. Perfect timing, too. Right at the end of the timer, he joined right back in. So just a simple little restart, little reset there for him, as it was just like heading to the bench, getting some Gatorade, and coming on right back. And now we've got 6 players onto the pitch. We are ready to go. Game 2. Robert Morris, the last 6 goals of the series belong to them. We'll have to see if Milwaukee has an answer for that here in game 2.
4:55 left to go. Game 2 underway. Milwaukee now, after getting punched in the mouth 6-1 in game 1, we'll see if the Panthers can keep it going. As there's another one for RMU with a 7-0 run.
What a pass. DJM sets up the ball perfectly, gets it by that first man, and then Shisoka, it's a simple finish there. Beautiful strike and a 1-0 lead here for Robert Morris. 7 straight goals for them. in this series, and Milwaukee wondering what is going wrong here. But on the kickoff, Shisoka challenges Blaudat, makes the save, rebounds available, and it's all Robert Morris. The Colonials are absolutely tearing through this Milwaukee defense.
8-0 run, 16 seconds into game 2, just after 5 minutes and 16 seconds. Just an 8-0 RMU Colonial run on the Panthers. Fox, I mean, what's going wrong and what can they do to get to get the offense established again? 8 straight goals allowed by RMU.
I feel like Robert Morris just has too much time and space to run with. They are frolicking in the Milwaukee zone. We need some challenges. We need some players up. Even if you don't make contact, you need to challenge something. And in that case, just a simple shot all the way from his own territory. I mean, he's almost in his own box. You got Mamba back, you got Blaudat back. Neither player knows which one is doing what. And the miscommunication gives Robert Morris a freebie there, 3-0. And for Milwaukee, I think it's going to have to start in your own zone. Build a foundation from there. It needs to come with some defense and just some solid Rocket League here. Keep communications up, keep the mental up, and the Panthers, they are in desperate need of a spark. And it might come from Page as he drops down in. Now, interesting preset, but in his little wizard hat, made some magic there. It's 3-1.
Well, they break down the 8-0 run finally, and they get through with 1 goal of their own, 4:16 to go. And it is a 8-1 run across the last 5 minutes here for the Panthers of Milwaukee as RMU with 8 straight.
That's a good start. Getting it some kind of confidence here for Milwaukee. Stem the bleeding. Keep the ball upfield. Blaudat to clear. In deep in the corner. GJM's waiting on this ball. Good challenge there upfield. Mamba will give Page a chance to jump for it. GJM throws away possession in that 50. Now Blaudat sending it midfield. Lomac to go next. Hopefully his PC does stay on because he had the ball in the air dribble. Takes it across. Page onto the follow-up there off the corner. Wide open net for just a moment. Lomac came racing through. Maybe gave a second guess there briefly for the Milwaukee players if they could go or not. And that little bit of time and space does open up. Now Robert Morris has to be careful, getting a little tangled up with one another in that corner. They do survive, but this is better from Milwaukee. They look a lot more confident than they did in that opening minute and most of game 1. It looked like they were in the play, they were involved, and they had some good chances opening up. So this game and series is definitely not over. You just got to keep your head in the game.
3:09 to go. The Colonials leading by 2. As the scoring, prowess has been shut down by Milwaukee, it feels like they're not scoring as often as they were in game 1. There's a second for Milwaukee. It's turned away. 2:55. And the RMU defense hold off. He had a second goal.
GJM with a chance to go down the field. Sidewall open. A redirect there way too high for his second man. So Shisoka arrives on third. Gets the touch, and now the ball thrown away right to him. Page has to get back quick because that shot was headed directly into his net. Nice touch here by Page, but Lomac was up for that one the entire way. Good challenge from him. It's those type of challenges that Robert Morris is throwing at Milwaukee that Milwaukee needs to start doing against Robert Morris. Giving them less time and space. Here comes a team passing play. Page upfield to try and redirect it. Good play. He'll get the demo and force the shot wide in the process. But he was kind of alone on an island, was Page. 3-on-1 there. And now just a little bit too much room there. Thankfully, the shot there from GJM, as Shisoka says in quick chat, was brutal. And a 3-1 lead stays intact, not increased. Milwaukee do survive, and they'll try to clear the zone.
1:55 left to go. Game 2 entering the last 2 minutes. The Panthers just with 2 goals and 8 minutes of play so far, Fox. Just 1 goal every 4 minutes. Something has to give. If you're Milwaukee now an open target, Shisoka with his 5th of the series.
It was so close. That shot from Page was really well placed. It hits off the post, and then the touch by Shisoka sets him free all the way down the field. The third man committed forward, trying to get some offense going, but unfortunately, defense still a priority, even though the comeback is necessary here for Milwaukee. So here in the first 2 games, they've been outscored 10-2. Have Milwaukee, so definitely some work to do headed into game 3 if you're unable to make a comeback here. Now they'll have to watch us. Coming back in for a shot is Shisoka. Good save by Blaudat, forcing him wide. Page to clear, but not too far. Lomax got it, plays it back into Page. Up for that one, the 50-50 drops down. Blaudat a chance to put this one towards goal, at least make Lomac think about it, but he had no issues.
1:08 left to go. Shizuka back to the backboard here. Godap trying to get a pass across the infield. No one home. It's Page to recollect for Milwaukee. 1 minute remaining. As game 2 coming down the wire, Fox. It's Milwaukee down by 3. What gives here? As again, 10-2 run across the last 9 minutes.
For Milwaukee, I'm looking at the second half of this game. It's been played a lot closer than that first half. After it went to 3-0, it's been 1-1 since, and now it's 2-1 since that moment, even though it's 4-2 on the score sheet. So the opening minute, if you can look past that, Milwaukee has slowly but surely gotten to a little bit more level footing. That's a good follow-up shot there by Blada. He is finally on the board and engaged. I'm sure that's got to take a little bit of stress off of that man's shoulders. So for Milwaukee, it's all about the small victories. They looked better in the second half of this game. Thankfully, it is a best of 7, so you do have time to adjust, but that adjustment's going to have to come in game 3 if you don't want to go into a 3-0 sweep territory, assuming you drop this game.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. 20 seconds left here. Go on to game 3 at this point. Down 0-2 in the series where, if you lose game 3, your season's on the line of a reverse sweep attempt with 10 to go here. The first 10 minutes have gone horribly awful for Milwaukee, and they got to find answers here going forward.
Absolutely. The second half of the game looked better, but it wasn't good enough to overcome a disastrous opening minute for Milwaukee. One more into the back of their net. Shizuka says, I'll put that on the stat sheet. We go to game number 3. It's 5-2, your final here. And right now, Robert Morris is all systems go, ready to punch their ticket into the CCS championship.
And Shizuka's averaging a hat trick too. So that's scary to think about.
He's an issue
if you are Milwaukee.
Absolutely. We saw GJM and Shizuka really hem in Milwaukee for that last minute after they had lost Lomac. So those two players operating on all cylinders. Lomac, his PC worked that game. He looked good. So all right, now for them, everything's looking good for Robert Morris. The Colonials, nothing needs to really change. No need to panic. Maybe just some minor tweaks here and there. But for Milwaukee, it is all about the start to next game. You don't want to, after falling down 0-2 in the series, couple rough games, you don't want to start off game 3 trailing. You want to keep it close or maybe even take a lead of your own.
We'll see what happens as game 3 coming back here. As the first 2 games going the way of Robert Morris in dominant fashion, speak of as well. And now Milwaukee have got serious questions to find the answer to.
Yep, they will have to wait for the map to change over, and then they can join the game. That is so I don't know if that's a bug or what that is, but just wait for the map to change. We'll get them back in the lobby, no problem.
Shizuka's not a sub. Shizuka is Sheep. He just changed his name, I guess, but no, they're not using a sub. They are full strength here. RMU up by 2 on a 10-3 aggregate, 11-3 aggregate score.
Mr. Sheep, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Shizuka in sheep's clothing. And he right now is one of the shining stars over Robert Morris skies right now. That is making life very difficult on Milwaukee. Here they come again. Shizuka right off the hop, and a good play by Page, making sure to keep that net as safe as possible. He sets up Mamba. Mamba a chance to make something happen. He's going to need maybe an air dribble bump. Not quite. The bouncer there off of he and Bladat now leaves Page kind of on an island. Has to get up to this one quick and does. So good play there out of Page and Mamba to clear. Back in the corner, Lomac with boost and ball. Chance to create a little bit of something here for Robert Morris. The flip reset. No good. It does drop across. Mamba has some options mid, but GJM says no options for you. We go this way. We play on, and this is a good start. We'd already seen a couple goals for Robert Morris by this point last game. This game, it's still 0-0, so Milwaukee so far so good.
So good in the backboard. Double attempt is going to be no good. Sent left board to Mamba. Starting from the backfield, 1 minute down in game 3, and now Fox again, through 11 minutes. Robert Morris just finding their way and finding their rhythm. Fight back here as Milwaukee trailing 0-2, and this is a must-win for the Panthers.
Page will with the clear right into GJM's path. Here he comes. Look out. Flip reset. Lined up and all the way through into the net. as he'll throw off the defenders with that one. Page tried to play it away. There was just no boost, literally empty tanks across the board for Milwaukee, and saving a flip reset with no boost is not a situation you want to be put in all that often. So a boostless Milwaukee has to watch as GJM flips that ball straight on over him into the net. It's 1-0 here. Robert Morris doing exactly what they needed to not do if you are a Milwaukee Panther, which has put themselves in the lead, although some good opportunities here. The shot does get denied in the end. Lomac keeping that ball safe. And a clear here. Robert Morris sends Blaudat back to his own backboard.
But that around one or almost around a second here. Gets around GJM finally. He's got no boost though. Shisoka to the backboard. It's taking away all three members there for the RMU. As Milwaukee trying to find their first of game 3. As RMU again back up top on the scoring, Fox. And this third game has got to, again, has to be a win if you're Milwaukee. You cannot go into game 4 down 0-3, this one's probably over.
It's not a must-win if you're down 0-3. Or it's not a must-win if you're down 0-2, rather, but it is definitely, it feels that way. Because you don't want to go to 0-3. And for Milwaukee here, looking to create a little bit of offense. Nice dunk here by Page. It's going to need some help. It does arrive in the end as Mamba takes it away from GJM. Gets a bump as well. But GJM to clear. It's back into Mamba's territory, though. He and Page trying to go to work, but gets pried away. Sent downfield. Mamba next up. Has Page waiting on him. They combine for a little pinch there. Get bumped as well. Lomax touch. A little awkward here. GJM with some work to do and did it. But now Robert Morris 2-on-1. Great infield pass. What a shot. It's just too high. As the pass was perfect, the shooting opportunity was there, but they hit the bar. Ping and out.
GJM now back to the left line. 2-minute warning. Game 3 still just a 1-0 game. Finally not a blowout, Fox. We have an actual entertaining game with 2 minutes left.
Mamba and Milwaukee looking to make it a little bit more entertaining. They'll drop it down looking for Page. The ball deflects high. Blaudat wins the jump ball. Up next, tried to leave it for Page, but then Page got stomped by Blaudat's falling down momentum. So that chance goes by the wayside. That one's going to be flung towards goal. Good save out of Page. Page has really been the sort of pulse keeping this Milwaukee season alive right now. Here in the championship, Blaudat gets 2 demos. Lomac is literally by himself, and he almost got demoed as well. So I like what I saw from Blaudat there. Throw a little bit of a wrench. They're trying to throw some bumps their way. That one did miss, though. So Milwaukee do have to go back to their own zone to deal with this touch. Blaudat to clear. Upfield. Page is there. We've seen that redirect work before. Not this time. Shot's too high. Shisoka gives it to Lomac off the back wall. Not much, as Milwaukee does keep it covered. Blaudat's camped out as well, so some good defense here. Problem, Milwaukee, they need offense. It does not need to be in this half of the field.
And not at all. Now Page downfield, going to find Mamba. Fires GJM off the save. 48 seconds left, still a 1-0 game. As the Panthers need one to avoid an 0-3 hole. Going into game number 4 of the season, it's going to be on the line, down 0-3.
Nice carry by Page. Gives it to Mamba. Another chance to shoot. Milwaukee's shooting. We've seen multiple opportunities for them to put a ball in the net. It's been their shooting that has betrayed them this game. But they have to keep trying. They have to stay with the program. This game has gone well up until that point. It's Shisoka who will not be denied the score sheet here. He was averaging a hat trick, not so much this game, but all it takes is one for him to put security on the board. 2-0. Robert Morris are 20 seconds away from a 3-0 series clinching moment here in game 4.
18 seconds left. Shisoka with his 7th of the series here. He's been on a tear here tonight. Could be, the Horizon League Tournament MVP with a game like this. Is 7 total goals through 15 minutes. I mean, he's cooking.
Indeed, and Milwaukee's offense were very close, but no cigar. Close does not matter in Rocket League. Robert Morris, they are close to finishing out this series. A game left, 1 life remaining here for Milwaukee. The Panthers are going to have to try and do something. I liked that game from them, honestly. They kept it close. They gave themselves a chance to win. There were a couple chances. We saw the crossbar on that passing play. We saw a couple other shots that were saved in the end, but it was still a shooting opportunity. So they had their chances. Milwaukee, they're still very much in this series, but I think all of it all of it's going to come down to a mental game, a mental side of things, Nation, because right now you've been smacked once, twice, 3 times in a row. What do you do if you're on Milwaukee to change this up?
Well, first off, you got to find a way to shut down Shisoka and his offensive capabilities and the RMU offense, but you also have to play defense and find ways to score. There's Mamba on the 1, 5 seconds, and it's a 1-0 Panther lead.
What was that first goal last game? GJM flip reset. Mamba says, I see you, bud. How about one into your net yourself? As Mamba gets the dunk on Shisoka's save attempt. And Milwaukee finally have their first lead of the series. It took a while, but now they can really try to start to play with it. Actually, they did have a lead very briefly in game 1. It only lasted a few seconds, though, as it was taken right away. So this is technically their second lead of the series. It lasted longer than the first. That net's open, and it's just a miss between Mamba and I believe it was Page moving upfield. The miss comes through. It should have been 2-0, but instead, Nation, we have to settle for 1.
30 seconds into regulation here as RMU looking to avoid an 0-2 depths, and Bladat finds it second.
The Colonials right now are not looking too good in terms of the rotational department, as this one gets flung all the way back. Lomac and GJM get mixed up there on their backboard. That net and field was wide open. None of them had boost. Robert Morris looked discombobulated there, and Milwaukee will quite literally walk their way into that net for a 2-0 lead. So a good start for the Panthers. It's gone as the 2-0 lead turns into 2-1, but the advantage still in the Panthers' favor.
Shisoka again. His 8th of the series, Fox. 418. Will he get to 20?
Oh, God. Will he get to 20? He's not even halfway yet.
10 goals, sorry.
Okay. That makes more sense. We're good. Wait, no, chat, the Nation needs a little bit more than Sprite right now. We're getting him locked in. He's got a long night ahead. So we'll get Nation on the same page. That shot gets shot wide. Shisoka with the boost steal away from the oncoming pressure. Thrown at him by Page. Now he goes up with it. Shisoka maybe trying for a flip, but the ball gets knocked off him. The post hit gives Page a chance to clear, and he will. Goes behind Shisoka, puts this one to the back wall. Nice touch by GJM, but the rebound does get away from him. That one's flung towards goal. Thankfully, the post was there to bail out Robert Morris. Milwaukee's looking a lot better offensively here in this game. As finally, now that their backs are against the wall, maybe that's what they needed to wake up just a hair in the offensive department. Shisoka on duty here, flings that ball forward, but not too far. Here comes Mamba, as he would go for goal. Does get denied. Page to catch. Look out. Shisoka trying to take a bite out of Page. And Page will return the favor with a demo on Lomac. Gives the ball a chance to be cleared. And into the back of the net. Almost that shot also wide. It beat the defender. Couldn't beat the goalpost. Shooting accuracy is not exactly at a premium here, Nation. Finally, this one's going to be put in. And it's a flashy goal by who else? Shisoka himself to tie us up.
301, Shisoka now with 9. And the game is tied at now game 4. 2-all. RMU 1 goal away potentially from a series victory in game 4.
Wonder, would you say that Mr. Sheep is really soaking in this moment? Shisoka soaking up the moment and getting all the goals for his team. Very nearly is at 10. A 10th goal would put them in the lead as it stands right now. See you later, Page. He gets bumped out of the way by GJM, and then Mamba returns the favor on Shisoka. Page up for this one. It's a dangerous touch. It's in front of his net. Thankfully, Mamba was there to help him out. And Bladat will steal the boost from Lomax, sending him forward. Now he tries to pass to Page. It's out of his reach. This is not the man you want to have the ball. It's a nice effort towards goal. Bladat makes the save. Rebound stopped by Page. What a save there. Third time maybe, as it was a jump ball. Page and Shisoka both. The two MVPs clashing at one another. They're in front. Now this one's dangerously left in front of goal, but Bladat not there in time. Waterfall down. Page has it lined up. It's a shot, and it's a save. Rebound off of Page and into the goal. Great shot, and that's a timely goal for him.
2:05 left to go. Here in game number 4. Milwaukee back on top by 1. Now the Colonials trailing again. We'll see if they can pull it back here.
They're doing a good job this game so far. Page will keep that ball in deep. Shisoka Right now, Shisoka is really determined to put his team into the championship already, not wanting a Game 5 scenario. This one's going to be a jump ball for Paige off the backboard. Maybe a psycho attempt. Doesn't line up, though. Lomac to the back wall. Look out. Blaudat has to play it away from Shisoka. That's not who I want to see running at me if I'm a Milwaukee Panther. Instead, they're going to try and run it back to the half of Robert Morris. And GJM will try and set Shisoka free. They are not giving him much room now. They seem to have gotten on the same page that this man is a problem. They are really limiting Shisoka's options. They're limiting his passing options there by taking out Lomac. Mamba to clear. Robert Morris right now, they are down by 1. And for Milwaukee, it is all about clock management here in the final minute.
1:08 to go, but that in the backboard. Drop down to commit. Lomac trying to fire it up. Now sets up GJM. 1 minute warning in game 4. RMU with a minute left to go to try to clinch this series victory in a 4-0 shutdown of Milwaukee.
Lomac with a touch. It's into danger because Paige is there, forcing Lomac to save. Rebound available for Mamba. Puts it on target. It's a bouncer. Pinballs around, and Blaudat will put it home. And again, the offense collectively comes to life for Milwaukee. Mamba's shot is in the perfect spot to throw off all 3 players. It's a bouncer, and Mamba and Blaudat combine for a goal there. 4-2. Milwaukee have the lead.
43 seconds left to go, and it looks like Shisoka's going to have another 5 minutes to get to 10 goals in this series, but Mamba and company have found their way to win 1. Can they win 3 more?
Well, we'll have to see. It's a great response game here for Milwaukee, at least for now. Still some work to do. The final time does have to tick off the clock before this is a W in the win column. But a good clear here from Mamba sets him back. Shisoka's touch not all that promising. And it looks like the Milwaukee Panthers are going to survive to see game number 5. As their offense comes to life, their defense shuts down the door for the most part, and the Panthers have life. It's 3-0 and now 3-1 in the series. Milwaukee looking to try and build themselves into this one.
Shisoka in the backboard, no good. Milwaukee will take game 4. They're going to see a game 5.
Great effort. And again, I mean, Paige has been a really, really good player for his team.
Absolutely agree. I mean, he's been the leading scorer here, I believe, for Milwaukee. He's done a lot of the dirty work for Milwaukee here. Now they do find 1. 3 more to go, though, for a championship.
Yep, it's going to take a lot of work here for Milwaukee. Robert Morris very much in the driver's seat continues. As game 4, not quite the finish they would have wanted. Game 5, another chance to do it. And we actually do head to Aquadome this time, so that's a W here for us in the stream booth. But game 5, ladies and gentlemen, let's lock in and see if Milwaukee can give us Neo Tokyo, or are Robert Morris ready to punch their ticket. Nation, who you got here in this game 5 scenario after Milwaukee stays alive in game 4?
Well, I mean, again, I think if Milwaukee stays alive here in game 5, the momentum's going to shift, but this is the game Robert Morris has got to lock it down. He's got to end this thing in 5.
Yep, we've seen their offense go to work, and Lomac absolutely worked over the defense there. What a 50, and then some 80 miles an hour off of that pinch. Paige could have left it there. Mamba was in a slightly better position to take that 50. It could have easily gone corner, but instead, the dunk in through by Lomac. Great shot there. And a 1-0 lead here. Not the start that you were looking for if you are a Milwaukee player or fan. However, still lots of time in this game. It's just that 50. A good start and a better continuation. GJM off his own read in the corner. This is looking a lot like the start of game 2, and we know how that one went, Nation. It didn't go well for Milwaukee.
2-0 hole to open up the first 30 seconds, Walk. That is a very bad start. 31 seconds in, Milwaukee in a lot of trouble now and a world of hurt, especially now after trailing by 2. Make that almost 3 there off the backboard rebound. It's just okay, there's 10.
Oh no, this is not looking good for Milwaukee, as it's a repeat of game 3. Again, the defensive breakdown. Bloodout just kind of gets lost there in front of his own net, allowing Shizuoka to shoot and score. Every single player has contributed now for Robert Morris. They each have a goal, and they have put themselves up 3-0. And right now, if you are Robert Morris, you can just fully commit on defense if you want to, but that's not their play style. Wow. This is their play style as Shizuoka hands it off to GJM, and he walks it into the end zone. It's 4-0.
Not even a minute in either. 4:18 to go, and RMU up by 4. Just 42 seconds into regulation. 4 minutes, 18 seconds. Still more than enough time for 4 goals for Milwaukee, but this is not the start you needed in the opening 60 seconds of Game 5.
A great start would be stop the goals from coming against you, as poor Milwaukee is forced to make another save. This one put back towards the front of their goal. They just look a little bit dazed and confused right now to the Panthers, as the Colonials have set Aquadome into nightmare territory here for Milwaukee, and they're forced Page's hand now. He will make the save, dumps it across, but the clearance here for Bloodout will be a little bit slow because he's out of boost. Shizuoka takes it away. He's got the bounce off the ceiling. Very nearly read that one. GJM gives it to Lomac to go next. 50 there off of Page. Rebounds available. Look out. It's Shizuoka yet again. And the offensive numbers continue to pour it on for Robert Morris. 2 players got bumped and committed for Milwaukee. And it was Page all alone against a trio of RMU.
Shizuoka now with 11 goals to his name here. 3:39 to go. Will he get to 12?
By the way it's looking, you never know. This one, he has the ball, gives it to Lomac. That touch goes corner side with it. Milwaukee right now, they look like they've kind of folded, ready to go next. And again, there you go. Shizuoka's hat trick will be there, as Milwaukee are just stunned right here. 6 goals in the opening 90 seconds against by Robert Morris. This offense by the Colonials, apart from game 4, has looked deadly.
Aren't you going to hang 10 in a single game as a team effort here? 3:24 to go, up by 6.
Dating back to the Zerf's up joke, dude. Hang 10. Might hang 10 by the time this one's over. But we finally get some time to run down this clock just a little bit, as Milwaukee, they need some answers. They would like to save a little bit of face here in the conference championship. You don't want to finish out your season with a whimper like they are doing thus far. You want to make it look good, as Page, a little psycho attempt, a mini one, does go to the corner. Now a rebound available. Page, right now it just looks like Page is the only lifeline left in this Milwaukee team. And that is not enough to stand up against this very sturdy and stout RMU side, at least for the opening half of this game. 6-0.
2:30 left to go, 6-0. They put up 6 goals in 90 seconds, Fox. That is unheard of in a game like this. They're trying to make it 7 here at the halfway mark. It's no good. Page off the save. And Milwaukee hang on down by 6 with 2:18 to go.
That's the thing I say about series, is that the final game of each series, it's either it's very one-sided by the team that wins the series, or it's incredibly close and it's difficult to close out that team. We saw that happen last series. Game 5, Game 6, Drexel could have won. They did not, and it took 7 games for them to close out Northeastern in an overtime match. And here in this one, we saw Robert Morris just absolutely tear Milwaukee apart in the opening 90. And that right now has pretty much defeated the Panthers here, as 7 goals will fall. Shizuoka's got 4. Lomac just sets him up for success, and he will spike it down into the net.
Well, that's goal 13. For Shizuoka, 1:46 to go. We'll see if they can get a team effort of 10, or Shizuoka could get 15 with 2 more.
I've heard chants "we want 10" from hockey crowds before. I'm sure that some people want 10 here in this one. If you're Milwaukee, you definitely don't want 10. You want that final 90 seconds to disappear in a hurry.
Right.
So you can lock in and go next. So
there's no going next here. It's over.
Yeah, no. I mostly meant next season. Assuming they don't get picked by the committee. I'm not sure how the committee does all of their dealings. I'm not on that. I'm just a caster, so this one will be cleared across as Page watches Shizuoka. Shizuoka's still playing. He's still having fun. Flip reset, sets up GJM towards net, and it's a perfect team play. Showing off the skills and the muscles is Robert Morris, and they will not let Milwaukee die without a couple final blows.
105 to go, and as I sit as the chairman of the CCS selection committee, I can guarantee you the winner of this is in, the loser is out. 105 to go, so if Milwaukee do not pull off what would be the most crazy comeback of all time, their season's over.
The chairman of the committee. So what I'm hearing is if you want to get through the selection committee, you buy Nation some Sprite. That's what I'm hearing. So Milwaukee, it might be time to head to the supermarket. GJM heads right back into the goal. We've got 9. We are a goal away from double digits. That is the last thing to play for other than the Robert Morris shutout that is being thrown at Milwaukee right now. Those are the final storylines because RMU is going to be your conference champions.
He just choked the open net. 48 seconds left now. Page with a reset. Has some help. This one down low. Mamba fires for that on the goal. 9-1. 43 seconds. They cut. There's a Chris Paul for 3 to cut the lead to 42. Type of shot there.
I was thinking that right there. I was thinking about that meme as soon as I saw that. Huge 3 to cut the lead to 40. But for Milwaukee, they don't get shut out. So credit to them. They kept playing. They do get a goal here for themselves. Shisoka's going to steal the boost. Lomac, they're going for 10. Here comes Robert Morris. They'll get denied. Flung back to the midfield. Look out. It's an open available. Lomac went for the bump, and they made sure they got 10. They'll get it. That is your final storyline solved. 10-1. The lead here for Shisoka. This man cannot be stopped. A massive performance for him, and I think the conference tournament MVP is pretty well decided now.
Absolutely. Now Shisoka at 14. Can he get to 15?
Nation's just going to keep counting up. Can he get to 16? Can he get to 17? Oh, we're doing our best here. The time just won't expire because Robert Morris won't stop scoring. As okay, maybe. Oh, okay. I thought Shisoka was going to go for the psycho. It looked like he was actually going for an own goal. Either way, it is finally done, and we wish Milwaukee all the best in the offseason. It wasn't pretty. Robert Morris, welcome to the dance. Welcome to the show. You do it in style. 10-1 at your final.
Well, we'll see Milwaukee hopefully back in the fall for CCS Season 9. As Robert Morris, our conference tournament champions. 4-1, they're back on their way to the CCS championships. We'll see you guys in 20 minutes for the ASUN final. North Florida, Eastern Kentucky in 20 minutes after the break.